Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Ryan with Iowa Classic Cars, and this morning I am here in Wayne, Nebraska. We're going to pick up two cars today, a 1962 Chevy 4-door and a 1965 Chevy Wagon. But before we do that, I'm going to take you guys to a pretty special, significant, historical, however you want to call it, dealership here in central Nebraska that was home to a pretty big auction here a few years ago. And then after that, we will go and pick up the cars. I'll get them loaded, and we'll head back to Iowa. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Leave a like if you do, and let's get started. So there is the remnants, or I should say the building, of the old Lambrecht Chevrolet dealership here in Pierce, Nebraska. Now the photo on Google Maps, you could still see the remnants of Lambrecht Chevrolet on the top there, but it's since been painted. The windows are smoked, so you can't really look inside anymore. It's a floor tech restoration service place now. I was kind of hoping to see the old brick not painted and the old Chevy dealership, name and logo there, but time, nothing stays still. Everything changes with time, and I was hoping to, I guess, walk around a little more than I did, but because everything's already gone and painted over, then we're just gonna keep on heading. But a cool thing with Ray Lambrecht, he was born in 1918 in Pierce, Nebraska. Operated Lambrecht Chevrolet from 1946 to 1996. And then they auctioned off, I believe it was a Vanderbrink auction, auctioned off over 500 of his cars back in 2013. I wanted to go. I was just getting into cars at the time, and I'm glad I didn't, because it was good for the seller, but there was people flying in from all over the world, and the cars brought record money. So I wouldn't have been able to buy anything then. One cool thing though, I did own a Lambrecht Chevrolet 59 Biscayne. The guy bought it at auction for like $2,500, and I got it from him for $900 because he realized that he way overpaid. And I mean, the car was rough, but it was still a fairly complete 59. It was just no floors, no trunk, nothing. And I think I sold it for $1,100 or $1,200. So not a whole lot of value there, but looking back, I wish I still would have kept it. Anyways, let's go pick up these two cars. Well, we're back at my friend's junkyard here in Nebraska. I filmed this yard about a year ago, and both of these cars at the time were in the video. So the first one here is a 1965 Chevy Belair Wagon. Has a 300 horse 327 4-barrel. It's got a clutch fan, so I can't tell if the motor's stuck or not, but the air cleaner was on top of the carb, which is good, and it looks like the carburetor has been used somewhat recently, so hopefully get this car running again. Belair was the middle of the line for 1965. It's automatic on the column there. It's also got a power window for the tailgate. Kind of a neat option. This car's not terrible. It's got some lower rust there in the quarters, but really for the most part, it's a really good builder. This trim is missing, which is kind of unfortunate as it's wagon only. That side's there in good shape. Just a whole lot of real estate for this car. I believe at one time it was blue, or someone's painted it blue. So I'm not sure if that was like a two-tone on the roof and the top of the doors, and then a white body. Well, there's some evidence of blue paint there. So let me know, you guys, how were these cars painted? Was it at the trim line right there up as a two-tone, or was this car repainted by someone unprofessionally? The next car here is a 62 Chevy Biscayne. Biscayne was the bottom of the barrel on the lowest trim option for 1962. And this car really shows how cheap someone was, because this car's a 3 on the tree, manual transmission, radio delete car. So someone walked in the dealership and said, I want to order the cheapest 62 that I can find. Oh, radio's $8 extra? Yeah, take that thing off of there. You have a single speed wiper and a single pop master cylinder. So no power brakes, No power steering. It's 6-cylinder 3-speed, like I said. The front accessories are pulled off this motor here, so I'm hoping it's not stuck. The carburetor is covered up, but we'll have to see when we get it home. Grill's kind of smashed up. It's missing one headlight bucket, but you know, for the most part, it's got a really good patina to it. And once I put some good wheels on it, and if we get it to run and drive, this will be a hell of a nice patina cruiser. Actually, both of them would be. So now I'm just waiting on my friend to get here. I'm gonna walk around his junkyard for a little bit. We'll get these things loaded and head back to Iowa. So I walked out here to look at this 63 Biscayne again. I might bring this car home next time. There's a 70, 71, I'm not sure what the year is exactly. Nova, the 4-door. Never would have thought anything of it. I can't get the door open, but it's got a 3-speed on the floor. Even though it's only a 3-speed, not a 4-speed, it's still kind of cool to see a floor shift, especially in a 4-door Nova. So I might have to bring this car home. It's a 307 car, so nothing crazy, but got a good look to it. Be a nice little sleeper. All right, well, it's always fun to be out here walking around, but this junkyard's been featured in, I think, 3 videos on my channel from last year, so not gonna bore you all with the same cars again, but I'm gonna head back to the truck now. Gotta get back to Iowa, get the wheels taken off. Just junk cars everywhere. Just a mechanic's dream. I love walking places like this. Like I said, let's get back to Iowa, get the wheels and the drums off of those 2 cars, get them to roll again, and they'll work on getting them running. There we go. They're both loaded. Just got home here. It's on Sunday. Not a moment too soon. 64 Impala, one owner, is leaving for California to go to New Zealand. Like I said, we're finally home, and there's no way for me to try to turn this engine. So I'm gonna put a battery in here and hit the key in to see if it turns or not. I'm not really too confident that it is free, but we will see here. It's a 235 6-cylinder. Does not have a key, but these original cars, you don't need a key to turn the ignition, which is kind of a design flaw. Same thing with the 327. Gonna put a battery in this one. What's crazy is that the frame is so nice up front, and then there's just nothing left of it. It's really a shame, because the floor pans are honestly some of the nicest floors I've seen. And these really have no rust at them at all. And even the frame, you know, where it's rusted out, the other parts are just beautiful with the surface rust. I mean, really, it's a real shame. So, I don't know, this car is a good candidate for a frame swap for sure. We'll go on the other side here, show you guys the floors as well. It's awful windy out today. Turning the camera sideways, hopefully you guys can still see this. But these floors are just immaculate. Same thing over here though, the frame is gone. But my buddy out in Nebraska, I'm sure he's got a wagon frame. This one might be one that we do something with once the shop is all done and the lifts are in place. So I'm gonna grab a battery here. We'll throw a battery in both cars and see if either motor is free. It appears that the hot wire for the key is broken. So right now, I'm not gonna be able to test the 62, but that's okay. Let's go to 65 and see what happens. Really quick though, the floors on the 62 aren't as nice as the 65, but they are mint for being 60 years old. Same thing though, the frame, beautiful. This is a very common issue for the body mounts to rust, and it's starting to a little bit, but it's a whole lot nicer than a majority of them that I've seen. Same thing right here. This brace always rusts on 58 through 64s, and it's in really good shape. So, hell of a nice car. I'm really excited with these two purchases. And the same thing here. The hot for the key is broken off, and I'm not gonna crimp these. I'm gonna do this right. We'll get a new piece of wire and do it. So this will be for another day. I'll get the hood shut so they don't take off. But yeah, I'm really happy with these two cars. I mean, this one's got a little bit of damage here, but the floor pan, the bracing, I mean, look at that. You do not see this piece in Iowa or in the Midwest really that's not gone. Very happy with these two cars. If I can get them to run, be awesome candidates for just a patina, new brakes, new fuel system, new wheels, and just enjoy the things. They're beautiful cars, solid cars, and like I said, I'm glad to have them. Okay everybody, well, if you enjoyed the video today, make sure to leave a thumbs up and a comment what you guys would do with these cars if you owned them. The more I think about it, we're gonna try to get this car running regardless and just leave it the way it is. If I can get a frame for my buddy out in Nebraska, my shop should be done here, I'm hoping, a month and a half, 2 months. I guess if this car sells before, then it is what it is, but I think this one we could definitely frame swap it and you know, fix a little bit of the rust in the lower dog legs there. This 63 is actually going to my buddy with all the frames next weekend, so maybe he'll be able to hook me up there for this car. But yeah, once the building is all done, the concrete's done inside, I've got a 2-post lift coming. Yeah, so maybe this thing will be the first thing we work on with the 2-post. Well, anyways guys, thank you all for watching. My name is Ryan. This is the end of the video for today, and I'll catch you next time.